Okay, so I need to tell this story because I've been holding on to it for too long and it's starting to eat me alive. This is the story of how I had a genuinely good thing in front of me, like right there, handed to me on a plate, and I just knocked the plate off the table with my elbow by accident, and then stood there watching it fall in slow motion while making direct eye contact with the person who cooked the food. That's the video. Welcome. How it started. So it starts on an app. Her profile comes up and, bro, I want to be honest with you, my immediate reaction was to keep scrolling. Not because she wasn't attractive, clearly she was, but because there's a version of someone online that just looks like they're not for you. You know what I mean? Like, the page was too put together, too curated. I felt like I was applying for a job. But something made me stop. I swiped, sent a message, and I genuinely did not think about it again. She responded. That's when I started thinking about it again. We texted for about a week, not heavy, just easy back and forth, and she was funny, like actually funny, not ha-ha funny, where you can tell someone is just being polite. She clapped back fast, she had opinions, she talked about regular stuff without trying to sound impressive. I liked her before we even met, which, in hindsight, was both great and the beginning of my problems. The first date. First date was good. Coffee, easy location, about 2 hours, no awkward silences that lasted longer than 5 seconds. I'm going to give myself credit where it's due. First date? I was fine. I was actually normal. We laughed. She texted me that night saying she had a good time. I was feeling like things were going in a solid direction. And then I got in my own head. Because here's the thing nobody tells you about going out with someone who's really attractive and really put together. Your brain just starts doing math that nobody asked it to do. Like, why is she interested in me? And what does she see in me? And okay, but statistically, how long until she figures out I eat cereal at 11 p.m. and my idea of a deep conversation is debating movie endings? Just fully unsolicited anxiety, for free, out of nowhere. And that's where the mistake started. Mistake 1, the 4-hour red receipt. So she texted me after the first date. Sweet message. Had a really good time, we should do this again. Objectively great text to receive from a person you like. I left her on red. For 4 hours. On purpose. I know. I don't know where I picked this up. Some corner of the internet told me at some point that responding fast is a bad look, and I stored that information in my brain like it was important, and it was not. It was not important, it was terrible advice. So I'm sitting there, phone face down, watching 4 hours go by like I'm doing something, like I have a strategy, like I'm a chess grandmaster and this is a move. It was not a move. It was just me being weird. She brought it up on the second date, laughing, saying something like, "So, do you always make people wait, or is that just me?" And I laughed too, but inside I was ashamed, deeply, because the honest answer was I was following advice from a podcast I listened to once while folding laundry, and I could not say that out loud. Mistake 2, the sports bar. Second date, I picked the spot. And I want you to understand, I had options. I had genuinely good options available to me. Nice places, quiet places, places where you can actually hear each other talk. I picked a sports bar because there was a game on. I know exactly what you're thinking, and yes, you are correct. I sat across from a girl I genuinely liked and chose a location where I could also watch my team lose in the background. What was I thinking? I don't know. I think I convinced myself it was casual and low pressure. It was not casual and low pressure. It was loud and visually distracting, and she could 100% tell I was clocking the TV behind her head mid-conversation. At one point, she literally said, "You can watch the game, it's fine." And I want to tell you I said no. I want to tell you I gave her my full, undivided attention from that point forward. I watched a little bit of the game. I'm sorry. I'm not proud of it. Mistake 3, the overcorrection. Okay, So after the sports bar situation, I could feel in my body that the energy had shifted a little bit. Not gone, but shifted. She was still responding, still warm, but something was slightly different, and I noticed. And instead of just being normal and giving it some time, I panicked. I went from leaves her on red for 4 hours like a sociopath to texting her 6 times in one day. Good morning text, random meme that wasn't even that funny, a voice note. I sent a voice note, which, looking back, was way too much energy for where we were. Then I asked about a third date before she'd even emotionally recovered from the second one. There was no version of me available to her that was calm and consistent. It was just two extremes living inside one person, ice cold or full panic, no in between. I skipped the entire middle of the dial, and she had to just sit there experiencing that. The replies got shorter, then slower. Then one day, I sent something and just never heard back. No argument, no confrontation, just silence. And that's it. That's the fumble. Not one big catastrophic moment, just a series of small, avoidable, completely self-inflicted decisions that stacked up until there was nothing left. The read receipt, the sports bar, the panic text, each one on its own, probably survivable. All three back to back, she was out. And honestly, I get it. I would have been out too. So if you take anything from this, just be normal. Respond when someone texts you. Pick a decent venue. Don't overcorrect when you're nervous. Normal is actually enough. I learned that the hard way, so you don't have to. If you've got a fumble story worse than mine, and I'm praying someone does, drop it in the comments because I need company down here. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.